Hello, and I'm Sean Keeney from Dance Adventures, and welcome to Dissect a Song number 3. So I'm going to try and do something a little different with this one. The older ones were a bit $5 foot too long, so we're going to try and shorten it down, and we're going to see how it goes. So, the song I picked out for this Dissect a Song, where we'll go through the song, go through the layers, and break it all down, is an old one. It's actually a song that was done by the Jabberwockies, kind of mid-late 2000s. I think I've seen it on a Vibe, one of the Vibe competitions. You can look it up. I'm actually going to put a link in the description for this. I think everyone should watch it. It's awesome performance. Everyone needs to see it. And it's The Time Is Now, Bambino Casino Remix by Moloko. So this is an awesome song. It's going to sound kind of weird. It's very different than kind of any songs that we hear today. But it has like really cool layers to it. So let's get started and break it down. So before I even get into it, I'm just going to say the first layer that comes up is very simple. You would just simply, how I would do it is count out the sounds and then just practice moving to it. I would just say, okay, this is this string, and then it hits that one. Okay, there's 3 sounds. Ba, ba, ba. Hit it, something like that. So just listen to it. Starts off very mellow. Alright, so pretty cool. Nice violin, roll it in, very simple to understand, simple to hit, because it's just simply, that's the only layer that's going on. There might be like a subtle like mood layer to it, but as far as syncopation goes, you got the violin to hit. So very cool, it draws you in, kind of emotional right off the bat. That's why I really like this song. It's like, it's got a very cool, easy vibe to it, and it sounds very different than what we hear today. So moving on right in the beginning, boom, cat, doom, doom. I'll play it real quick. So, kind of the layers that we'll be having primarily with this is going to be her voice. The violin will still be there. You have the hi-hats and the bass. The hi-hat and the bass, I think, really create the cool layers that are intricate and difficult to move to and really accentuate, and would make a dance piece look really cool. So right here you have boom, cat, ta, ta. And then right away you have the bass going ba-boom, ba-boom. So here, one more time. I'll try and make this go quicker, but... You're a breath of fresh air to me. You're my best friend. You're a breath of fresh air to me. So... Air to me. Fresh air to me. Tap, tap, boom, boom, tap. I am empty, so tell me you can. Best friend, you're a breath of fresh air to me. You're my best friend, you're a breath of fresh air to me. So, how this song will kind of work is you have that 8 count, or 2 8 counts, and then it ends with that hi-hat sound, and that hi-hat sound at the end, this 8 count was a ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta. What happens is, in the set of 4 8 counts of this song, I'm only going to do 4 8 counts of this song to try and shorten out the video, that hi-hat at the end switches, and it kind of gives like a different... It's the syncopation of the song. That's kind of why I like it. So let's keep going, and you'll notice. Listen to the hi-hat at the end of each 8 count, and you'll notice the difference, how that pattern switches. It's not going to be the same every time. So I'm going to let it play for 2 8 counts. You're a breath of fresh air to me. You're my best friend. You're a breath of fresh air to me. So tell me you care for me. You're So that was the first two 8 counts, and that ending hi-hat sound was a little slightly different than the first one, which is this one was so there's actually probably just one more hi-hat in that beat sequence, but that creates a different texture, a different way in which you would hit and move to it, and it's just such a subtle change in how that pattern would go, but it would totally change how you move to the music. Now another thing is, as you can see, like when I'm kind of like ticking and moving to it, it's I'm listening to the hi-hats and the bass. That is my personal favorite part of the song, but there's also the layer of her lyrics, and you could definitely go with that. My personal opinion on it is that it doesn't offer enough contrast to everything that's going on in the music. So if you were to go to the lyrics, I would jump from like lyrical to the beat back to lyrical. I would try and get that contrast. And the syncopation with the beat sequences below the lyrics, I think, have great syncopation, and you can kind of just dance to that and still get a lot across. And a segue, something I learned from watching Nick DeMora a lot. If you don't know who Nick DeMora is, YouTube the crap out of that. Nick DeMora, I learned, he will accentuate a word after it happens. It would say something, trying to think of a specific word, but a word will happen, a lyric will happen, and then after that lyric is done, a beat will happen. And he'll hit the beat, but his movement will represent the word that already happened. And I'm like, holy crap, like, you would think that since the word already went by, that the eyes and the person viewing it wouldn't connect to it. It would be like, oh, he missed that, or it wouldn't come across. But the way he does it is he'll accentuate the word even after it goes by, and he'll hit the beat right after that word, and it's like connecting the 2 points within the song. I'm like, so I took that from him, watching him, and it's such a cool layer. And I would maybe try to do that with this song if you were to dance to it, right? Take something she says, and then know the beat that happens right after it, and accentuate the word that happened to the beat that just then. So it's an interesting concept of choreography. I try and take that lesson every now and then.
I'm empty, so tell me you care for me. You're the first thing and the last thing on my mind. In your arms I'll feel.
So before we go, her lyrics are very well equalized with the beat sequences. It's like you can follow her lyrics, and like right after a word, you can feel right when a beat would happen, and it just lines up so good. This song is really good to practice dance to. If you want to start building your musicality, building how you move, you could just listen to this over and over, identify some of the beat sequences, and just play that beat sequence over and over and over, and practice how you move to the beat sequence. So if you caught it, I was kind of moving to it a little bit. Hopefully it translates into the video, I don't know. But I actually missed or misrepresented one of the layers, and it's the hi-hat layer that changes at the end of each 8 count. So if we listen to it,
In your arms
it was right there, went it was only 2, it was and it kind of faded off. So if you listen real quick, you'll hear it again. Listen to the hi-hat.
In your arms.
Right? Boom, right into the bass. So whereas the previous ones were that was the last one. It's the same time of when that hi-hat pattern is happening. It's just the pattern is changing, and you have to adapt to that. So the last one was boom. So very cool. And then the last 8 count is my favorite 8 count of the music. It's actually why I chose this song. And it's because Kevin Brewer in the Jabberwockies piece, just like, it blows your mind how he moves to it. And if you want to see how to really hit musicality, watch the video I'm going to link in the description below, and look for this song and see how it moves. It's so cool. I can still watch it all day long, even to this day. And it's like 8 years old now, something like that. It's crazy.
Sunshine, you're the last thing on my mind. In your arms I feel. sunshine on the cover.
So I think the bass kind of steals the show, so to speak, in the last 8 count here. If you listen real quick and try and attune your ears to the bass layer, and it's like, yeah, you would want to hit that. It's really cool sounding.
Here in your arms I feel my love. Here in your arms I feel sunshine on the cover.
Right? Like, so cool. And then even before that, we'll rewind real quick.
Here in your arms I feel sun.
It goes and then also, like, what's so cool about the song is it gives time to each layer. Like, that's why it's so cool to practice to, because it's not too strenuous on the mind to like separate the layers out, because everything is given its time. Like, the artist gave all the layers its time, which is not something you see often. So you can go to hear lyrics, and then you can feel the time to then switch the layer and hit another beat, which is so cool.
Sunshine.
Right? It goes, sun. You can hit her lyrics, sunshine, and then it goes right to the hat. Like, everything, like, everything's lined up, like, done for you, kind of, and you just have to figure out the best way to move to it. But when you find a song like that, it's really cool, and it's really fun to move to.
Here in your arms I feel sunshine on the cover.
Alright, so that's the song. Again, The Time Is Now by Moloko. Awesome. It's Bambino Casino Remix. Awesome track. I mean, this is a song I used back when I first started dancing, to just sit there and practice all day long. Just to sit there and practice all day long. I would just pick a beat sequence in it and just sit there and try and hit it. And I still use this song from time to time to go back and like kind of rework and practice just hitting specific layers, things like that. So if you like this content, if you like how this was done, please comment, share it. I want to know if you think there's another song that's really good to try and do this to. Put it in the comments. I'm open to it. If there's something in the music you heard that I didn't bring up, or you think is really cool, and like, just put it. I want to engage with you guys. Engage with me. Let's do it. Subscribe to the channel if you like it. Blah 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 bloob. And thank you for watching, guys. This is Sean Kinney with Dance Adventures. Out.